Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and today I'm going to be talking about what to look for in a protein bar, and I've got some really fun things I'm going to go through. I actually sampled all of these bars, and I'm going to talk about them, and then what to look for when you're choosing a bar for you, for your family, to have on hand if you're on the go, if you're running late. This is a question I get asked a lot about products. I mean, in fact, people like snap pictures of things, send them to me, and I will look at them. So when we're going through this information, keep in mind that this is just, the taste and flavor that I talk about. That's totally my opinion. But when we look at the numbers of it, this is something to really pay attention to, especially sometimes it's really easy to get hooked on a specific bar and you're like, oh, I love this one though. And then you really look at it and you're like, dang it, it's not that good for me. So there's that. Before I forget, because I know I'm going to get really into talking about this. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over. Okay, before I really get into this, if you're looking for more resources for nutrition for women and hormones, that's in my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. And I do talk about protein pacing in here, and bars are one way that you can get more protein in. Protein pacing information is laid out in this book. And then my YouTube channel is Dr. Beth Westy. You can subscribe to that so you stay updated on all the videos I have coming out. My podcast is The Female Health Solution, and that's on all places podcast. So when we're looking at getting protein, that's one of the things I focus on here. But I also want you to look at the carb amount, and I also put in parentheses here the amounts of sugar in each bar. So some of them have a little added sugar. Some of it is just because of the natural ingredients have sugars in them, like dried fruit. So keep that in mind too when you're looking at these numbers here. But oftentimes when I work with women or they join the 12-week challenge, they will get recommendations for amounts of protein a day, and these are the numbers that you need to be looking at to really hit your protein goals. So my waitlist is now open, so I'll put a link right here in the comments. If you are not on the waitlist, get on the waitlist because there's a ton of great information there, a ton of valuable content that is only sent out to the waitlist. I don't release it anywhere else but this waitlist, so you don't want to miss out on it. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start top to bottom, least amount of protein to most amount of protein. In terms of bars. Okay, so the first bar I'm going to show you here is the Kind bar. So I did try all these. I was going to try them on camera, and then I was like, when I opened them and looked at some of them, I was like, oh, some of this is going to get stuck in my teeth. So I was like, that's not going to be me trying to get it out of my teeth as I talk to you. So I decided a no on that, but I opened them and I tried them so I could give you my honest opinion. And then it's also nice to see what you're getting. Kind bars, I mean, I like these bars a lot. I like this brand. There's see-through, so you can actually see that, oh, it's like nuts. It's like if you were to take a handful of nuts and seeds and things like that and then just put chocolate with it, awesome. It's delicious, right? Great. So this one is dark chocolate, nut, and sea salt. That's the flavor. There's a ton of flavors of these. These are great little snack bars. Yeah, and I've had these for a long time now. And again, and my kids even like these too. And I will have these in a pinch, on the go, something like that. I don't stock them. I don't keep them in stock. But if I am at the store or at Target and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting hungry, I need a snack, this is what I'll grab. Just for something to tide me over until I get to my regular snack or something like that. But because it's only 6 grams of protein, I don't use it as a main protein source. It's basically a filler. That's how I use it. But keep in mind, it is clean. The carb to protein ratio is pretty good. It's okay. And there's only 5 grams of sugar. I mean, the main ingredients, it's nuts. That's what it is. So there's almonds and peanuts. That's the source of protein. And you can see them, almonds and peanuts right there. So these are, again, great for my kids and great for just a quick little thing or filler. Or if I've already had my snack and I'm like, I still feel a little hungry and I can have more carbs that day, great. Then that's what I'll use it for. This next bar, Hemp bar, I had not tried this before. Some of these I had not tried before at all. So that was kind of interesting. Hemp bar. This one, I got the mango macadamia flavor. This is what it looks like. So I was like, ooh, that's promising, right? You can see my chew marks in it because I really did eat these. Whole nuts in here, right? Whole nuts in here. So the main source of protein in here is actually hemp protein and hemp seeds. So duh, it's called hemp bar, duh. But hemp, the hemp protein is not one of the first ingredients. So the first ingredient is in fact dates, then almonds, then mango. So it is mostly whole food, great, but it's dates, almonds, mango, whole food, awesome. Dates are higher in sugar, mangoes are higher in sugar, right? Dried fruit. So that's where you're getting that higher carb amount. Because you might be thinking, oh, holy cow, that's a lot, right? And then to go from 5 grams of sugar to 9 grams of sugar, it's all natural sugars. But just keep in mind that hemp protein is not tasty. So they don't use as much of it, but it is a really good bar. It was really, really good. Good flavor, good texture, good crunch in there as well. It's kind of chewy and crunchy all at the same time. So this I would totally get again as a quick snack or something, especially if I'm looking for a higher carb day. So that was the other thing too, for carb cycling. And that's something I teach women how to do in the 12-week challenge. Again, if you don't know how to do that, go in the waitlist because I release information only on that waitlist. But you can learn then more information about carb cycling because I will choose certain things some days over other days, right? Depending on where I need my carbs to be, because sometimes it can be hard to get higher numbers of carbs in. Okay, but anyway, so these, again, more of like a little tiny filler snack. Kids, great, but not for the amount of protein that I would need for the day. Next one, Bob's Red Mill. I didn't even know they made these. I was like, no, I love Bob's Red Mill. I love their gluten-free flours, their 1-to-1 gluten-free flour, their pancake mix. I use a lot of their stuff for gluten-free cooking. So, and their oatmeal, their gluten-free oatmeal, fantastic. So I was like, I'll try this. Oh, I should probably mention, I forgot to mention this before, all of these bars, the requirement for me to choose it, and there was more that I could choose from, I just started with this, but the requirement for me to choose it was that it needed to be gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Yes, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. So that's what I really, really wanted to focus on here for all of these, and this one too. So yeah, see, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, all of it. So peanut butter, coconut, and oat. When you look at it, it looks, see, it's a little bit, the only thing about it was like a little bit crumbly in terms of texture. So if you have kids that have like are weird about textures, they might have to get used to this. Or if you like dip it in something, that might be a little bit better. But this was, again, very tasty, very, very tasty, very, very tasty bar. But again, 7 grams of protein and then 25 grams of carb, 9 grams of sugar. So the reason why the carb is even higher in this one is that there's actual oats in it. So, but the main source of protein here is peanuts. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Main sources of protein for these 3 is really nuts. Nuts or seeds here. And so you can see with the regular serving of it, it's just a smaller amount. So a lot of times people are like, I want to get more protein in. I want to lean out. I want to get to that next level. I'm really trying to do it with whole food as much as possible. Great. But if you are really trying to achieve that protein number every day and you're not getting another source of protein added in, protein powder of some kind, it's a struggle. And this is why the natural nuts here just, they're not that high. So you end up getting more carb in per protein in that ratio than really is going to help you towards that goal. Okay, the next one, this one was funny. I literally bought it because of the name. It was gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and it says, dang, right? I was like, I'm totally gonna get this. This one was a lemon one. Again, all these bars have like peanut butter and chocolate flavor ones, which I love, but I got a lot of those. So I was like, I should mix up a few different flavor types here. So lemon, and this one was keto, which I don't really care about because I don't follow keto anything, and I don't recommend keto for women. But yeah, good flavor. This is what it looks like. Again, you can see the whole seeds in there. Really good flavor. Again, a little crumbly though. So if you're on the go or in the car and you don't want to get any on you, just keep that in mind, like use a napkin or something. But for this one, now look at this. 9 grams of protein, 11 grams of carb, no sugar. And what they use for protein is pea and rice, which is a perfect protein blend. Pea and rice protein is a complete nutrient. So you're actually building, using the building blocks to build muscle faster and better with a complete protein, pea and rice together in this bar. Now, however, that's great, but it's only 9 grams of protein. So you're like, oh good, pea and rice, blah, blah, blah. So if I'm doing a low carb day, not no carb, still having carbs, but just lowering my carbs for the day, and I wanted to have this, if it were me personally, I'd have to have at least 2 or 3, or have one and then like put nut butter on it to get the amount of protein. I would make a nut butter sandwich. That's what I would honestly do. I would get 2 of these, maybe not lemon, and then I would get peanut butter and slather it in there, maybe put some hemp seeds on there, and then eat it like a sandwich. So I would get over 20 grams of protein for a snack. But otherwise, yeah, because again, 20 grams, that's that key amount for protein muscle synthesis. Okay, so pea and rice protein, keep that in mind because the next ones we go through are a little interesting. Go Macro, that's this one. Go Macro. Now, this one is tasty, tasty, tasty. I had to keep myself from eating the rest of this because it's so good. I really chewed a lot of it. Really, really good. Again, I got a fruit flavor. This was one of the chewiest ones though. So this one's one of the ones where I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that all stuck in my teeth. So if you're on your way to an important meeting, make sure you eat this in the car and that you check your teeth before you go in. But otherwise, really, really good. The Go Macro has 11 grams of protein, not bad, but 30 grams of carb. That's just a lot of carb for a little bar. And then 10 grams of sugar. Again, all natural stuff, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. Fantastic, but a lot of carb. Now, I would use something like this if I'm having a high carb day. Great. That is gonna help me get to my carb numbers. Next one here, Primal Kitchen, coconut cashew collagen. This is one that I was kind of thinking for some reason that there would be chocolate on it, but there's not. And then I was like, oh, for some reason I was like, this totally looks like there should be chocolate on it, but there's not. So if you're allergic to chocolate or something, a good option. This was also one of the other chewy ones, super chewy, stuck in teeth. Good flavor though. I mean, I like coconut stuff. But when we look at the protein amount, it's 13 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs. So look at carb to protein ratio. Pretty good here. Yeah. Now, the thing though about this to keep in mind is that the type of protein they use cashews, obvious, cashew, says it on there, cashew, and bovine collagen. I mean, it's Primal Kitchen, so they do collagen stuff. So collagen, great, but when we're looking at getting complete proteins in to really build that muscle tissue, to really repair, if you're stressed out, if you're exhausted, if you're battling any autoimmune diseases, if you are struggling with your hormones, thyroid issues, all that stuff, the more you can focus on getting complete proteins, the better. The better. So again, pea and rice, that makes a complete protein. When it's just collagen and you're not pairing it with other things, you can have those gaps. The reason being is that when your system is stressed in any way, you're not sleeping well, you're too stressed at work, all that stuff, your body doesn't naturally make the same amount of amino acids as it normally would, so that you have to get even more than complete ones from your food to make up that deficit. So that's why women who are working so hard, struggling, not feeling good, exhausted, and they're going to the gym and they're eating really healthy and clean, yet you're not seeing those results. A lot of it comes down to the simple fact that you're choosing something that isn't necessarily complete protein versus something that is. Now again, also I should mention about these bars, I specifically got these all at Fresh Time. I got them at the store. I order a lot of the stuff I personally use online. You can only get it online. That's just my preference, what I love to use. But I wanted to talk about stuff that is kind of everywhere, that if you go to the store, you could probably find this too. Yes. Okay. So yeah, let me know if you guys have more questions on that. Again, I'm totally open to answering your questions, being a resource for you. I have, you know, podcast, YouTube channel, all these other things for you. And then of course that wait list in the comments is so key to really understanding next steps for you. So anyway, all right. Also, if you really like this and you want me to do more of these, I totally can. This is actually really fun to kind of go out and collect things and then do research on it and talk to you about it. So let me know if you want more of these. Okay, still have 2 more to go. Vital proteins. Look how pretty the packaging is. I like that. So Vital Proteins collagen bar, says it right on there. This is what it looks like, and you can see I got the mixed berry flavor. You can see the chunks of actual berry in there, which is nice. It looks like it would be chewy, but this wasn't that bad. This did not really get stuck in my teeth that much. I feel like that's important to know. Like if you're gonna get a bar, like how much am I gonna have to spend? You know? If you don't want to know that, then that's fine. Just like to share it. But there's 16 grams of protein for 26 grams of carbs. So that's a really close ratio and pretty close to that 20. So having this and then another handful of almonds, boom, you are at your 20 gram mark to build and rebuild that muscle tissue. That is so key, especially for women. This, however, is bovine collagen. Again, it says collagen right on there. Bovine collagen and then almonds. That's where they're getting the protein from. So again, keep in mind that, oh, this is pretty good. It tastes good, all this great stuff. That's wonderful. But you're going to really want to be focused on, okay, is this the right thing for my body and what's going to help get me the result or not? Am I using this as a filler, super duper? And am I really being diligent and getting complete proteins from other sources for the rest of my day? That's what's going to really get you your results. So you stop being frustrated. Last one here, No Cow. These guys, I don't know if they're guys. No Cow, they have, they're vegan. Some of these are vegan ones. Obviously, if it's collagen, it's not vegan. That's another thing to keep in mind. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but keep in mind that a collagen bar, collagen is a derivative of, you know, animals, typically. So usually for bars and stuff like this, they're going to use bovine. So if you are vegan, you really have to look at what you're getting, because this is not vegan at all, right? Bovine, which is, I mean, fine, like that's totally fine. I'm not vegan, so it doesn't matter. But if you are vegan, that's something to really look for, is that you do want you want your bar to say vegan, especially if you're getting something that says collagen on it. Yeah, okay. No Cow, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, all of the requirements that needed to be on the list to make it for today. Again, there were more bars at the store, and I was like, okay, how long should this video be that I do on this? And I went to the store with my husband, and he got sick of me looking at all the bars, and he was like, can we go? Fine, we'll go. I'll just start with this and see how everybody likes it. Okay, but No Cow. I just got the peanut butter chocolate chip bar. This is actually the last one in there, so I think it's a popular flavor. Really good, soft, chewy texture. Does not get stuck in your teeth. It's got the little chocolate chunks in there. I always get fascinated by protein bars that are dairy-free that have chocolate in them, because chocolate really isn't dairy necessarily if it's made, you know, a certain way. So, yeah, so really good flavor. Some of these, again, when they look like this versus having like lots of nuts in them, they can get a little dry, and some of them get stuck in your teeth. So this is one of the drier ones. There's another one here, the Bob's one. That one was a little drier too. Again, still good flavor though. But No Cow, you're looking at 20 grams of protein and 26 grams of carb. Now look at that protein to carb ratio. Beautiful. Beautiful protein to carb ratio here. Why? Because it's the pea and rice protein blend. That's what's right there at the top. Pea and rice protein blend. That's the type of thing where you're like, okay, I am going to the gym. I really need something after my workout to make sure that I'm getting protein in right away, and I have to run errands or go pick up kids or do whatever, right? This would be the thing to have right post-workout, because it's that 20 gram mark that's going to help you rebuild muscle tissue faster. Now, again, if you're looking for a pre-workout bar, because again, I don't recommend fasted cardio, because that's really harsh on the endocrine system for women. And there's a ton of studies on that. I don't want to have fights with anybody on this, because there's a ton of research on that for women. This is where you'd be looking for something with a lower protein, higher carb ratio. So this Go Macro, this would be fantastic, and have half of it on your way to the gym in the morning before your workout. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful thing to have in the morning. And then have something like this post-workout, or this post-workout. Great. So that's the way I would think of some of these, is that doing a lot of these would be great for pre-workout snacks, and really this for post. And then these ones, again, can really help you get to your protein goals for the day. Otherwise, it just gets tough. I mean, this is a little sticky on the outside. So again, keep that in mind. Some of these, get a little protein on your fingers. It gets tough to do it with just whole food. You can, but if you're trying to work out, you're going to work, you got kids to take care of, there's only so many hours in a day, right? There's only so many hours in a day. So that's where I use tools, right? Tools to help me get to my protein numbers. This is this is not the main thing I eat, but it is an addition. Oh, hi, Katrina. Great tip on the no fasted cardio. Yes, please stop doing fasted cardio. Fasted cardio. I know people talk about getting to fat burning, all that stuff. All that research is done on men. Fasted cardio research and how it's done, that's done on men when they're like, this burns so much fat, blah, 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 blah. For women, you can get to fat burning quicker, but you actually convert to fat storage faster, harder, and stay in fat storage instead of fat burning. Men and women, workout differences. Men can work out and stay in fat burning like all day. Women can work out, get to fat burning, and stay in fat burning maximum of about 3 hours. Yeah, because our bodies are just not designed to be burning fat all the time. That's not how we work. So keep that in mind when you're looking at tips or getting information from people. If it's not designed for the female body, it's, might not be right for you. So yeah, anyway, so I've been getting a lot of questions recently on nutrition, fueling, and exercise. So this is where I'm trying to give you guys some good tips, some good info. Again, pre-workout on your way to the gym, get a little snack in, get something in your belly before you're doing your morning workout, really refuel afterwards. Yeah. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. Again, let me know if you have any questions from this. This is a different type of video than the ones I normally do. If you like this, I will start to do more like this, looking at different products. If you want more information on nutrition and workouts, different types of workouts, how to fuel before or after, or timing of it, all those things, let me know. How your hormones play into that, how during different weeks throughout the month, you can really focus on certain things to enhance your workout and nutrition tactics, all those things too. Let me know. I can for sure focus on that. Again, so you can just send me a message if you don't want to comment, or you can just comment, send this to a friend, see what they think. And if they have any questions, let me know. That way I can really give you guys some good information to go off of here, because I've been seeing a lot of terrible information for women. I don't want to say it's just terrible information, because it's great for men. Terrible for women. Yes. Do you recommend any recipes to make good protein bars? These get expensive. Yes, Joy. Oh my God. Thank you for commenting this. Whoo, yes, absolutely. You know what? I will post one of my favorite I make protein balls a lot. Because it's faster. And to put it in a pan and put it in the fridge. I make protein balls. So it's peanut butter, and I use some coconut oil, a little bit of honey, and protein powder. Yes, I'll post my favorite chocolate cherry protein ball recipe in there, but that's what I do actually most often. I do order my bars online, but I don't use them even every day. I make protein balls, and that's what I use. So for my pre-workout snack, I use a couple of protein balls. Yeah. Because it's more cost effective. Yeah, so I will for sure put that recipe in there. And I do have, just so you guys know, on my website, if you go to my website, which is www.drbethwesty.com, I have an entire cookbook that's recipes for your hormones and cycle. So whatever phase you're in for your hormones, you can just download this. There's over 80 recipes in there. So there's that too, if you guys like recipes. There's one more thing I feel like I was going to tell you. Pre and post weight training meals and snacks. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I can talk more about the pre and post workout snacks and training. as well. Yes. Dang it, there was one more thing. Oh, yes. This is also a question I usually get, and I wanted to address it here. But again, this would be, let me know if you need any other help with this. Some people get really frustrated because you're like, I'm working out, I'm doing all these things, I'm not feeling better, and I'm not seeing results. What the heck is going on? And oftentimes, the best way to really understand your system is to get a Dutch test. That's a dried urine uptake hormone test. So it's a way, you get the test sent to you, you take it at certain times of, you don't take it, right? You pee on the urine, it's dried urine, right? So you pee on the thing. Certain times of the month, and you send it back in, and then we can go over what your hormones are doing and why it's such a struggle. Fantastic, eye-opening test to have done. So again, I have more information on my website on that, but again, if you're like, how do I start, or what do I do, or you can always let me know too. So, all right, this has been a longer video than I anticipated, so sorry. Maybe I should have done half and half. Or categorized it. Oh, I would take these before a workout and these ones after. Anyway, just give me feedback. I'm open to it. Okay. That's what I got for you guys today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys later.